Okay, now I think the audio should be good. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's good. That's good to know. Alright, so I guess now we can actually talk about where I have been. Yeah, we can talk about where I've been. Okay, I'm also gonna post the link to the stream. There we go. I'm also gonna post the. There we go. I'm gonna post a link to the stream on my public Discord for those who are just finding out about this, because I didn't say anything about this in advance. All right. Oh, there's a pinned comment. I didn't know you can do that. Okay. Anyone who is just tuning in, hello. Give me a sec. I'm doing like a couple things first because I just woke up. It's like 7:36 in the morning over here where I live. So I just woke up. I'm still feeling groggy from work. I have a cup of coffee next to me, but I don't know how long that's gonna last, or how, if it's gonna keep me up throughout the whole thing. So I'll also wait for like a bunch of people to just come in here and just chill, so that way we can get started and talking about the update and shit like that. Cause I have a lot of stuff in my mind, stuff that I've been holding back for, I want to say, maybe 4 or 5 years. And you know what? It's gotten to the point where I just want to spill it all out. Everything I want to talk about. What are my plans if Pokemon Story is canceled? Because I'm assuming that you guys are probably assumed that Pokemon Story is canceled. It's not. And just a bunch of stuff moving forward. You guys deserve to know, and all that stuff. So I upload once a year. Yeah, I know. That's a problem that we need to fix, or I need to fix at least. All right. Okay. So like I said, I'll just wait for a few people to join in, or just wait for a few minutes for anyone to join, and then after that we can get started. Let's see, hold on. Edit. More actions. There we go. Alright. It's been about 3 minutes. Alright, I guess we can start talking about it. So, another thing. None of this is scripted. I'm probably going to involve a lot of dead air, because I'm just trying to express how I feel without the need of a script. Though it would sound more professional, but I don't think it would be genuine if I did. You watched me since 2012 or something like that. Damn, that was 10 years ago almost. Next year that'll be 10 years ago. 2012 was that long ago. God damn. Thank you for sticking around for that long. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Alright, so, just for starters, you guys deserve to know where I've been. Where have I been for a year? Where have I been all this time? And is Pokemon Store canceled? To answer the first question, where I've been, to be fair, nowhere. The main reason why I haven't uploaded part 2 yet, or why I haven't worked on it for a very long time, is burnout. People really underestimate burnout as me being lazy, and to a certain extent, yeah, you're right. I am a lazy bastard. Okay, I'll admit that right here and there. But burnout is also just as bad as being lazy, and if you've never experienced it, let's hope to God you don't experience burnout, because it is the worst feeling anybody can imagine. It basically, for those who don't know what that feels like, burnout is basically when you've done something for so long and so often that it eventually comes to a point where it gets to a point where you feel like you don't doing that specific thing. For me specifically, it's stop motion. I've been doing this for almost 12 years. Yeah, almost 12 years now. And as I get older, I realize that as time goes on, my interest for stop motion is slowly fading away. And I'm an idiot for not addressing it sooner. It's my fault for not addressing it sooner, and I blame myself for that. And now it's gotten to a point where anytime I work on a stop motion, regardless of what it is, it could be Lego SpongeBob, it could be Pokemon Story, it could be fucking Lego Batman, Minecraft, whatever. Now it's gotten to the point where anytime I try to work on it, I feel like I'm forcing myself to do something rather than doing it just because I think it's fun, like I used to as a kid. Like when I first started, stop motion doesn't feel fun anymore. It feels like a literal chore every time I do it. And the only reason I'm still doing it now is because of Pokemon Story. And I know this sounds biased. It sounds really biased. I know, Pokemon Story. It's the one thing I liked more than anything I've worked on for the last decade. But it's true. And I feel like a part of that is mainly because I prioritized on the aspect of storytelling over stop motion. Because, like, in the beginning, when I was making those SpongeBob videos as a kid, I valued, like, okay, so think of it like this, right? I have one of my hands, the aspect of storytelling, and then the other aspect of animation on the other hand, right? And in the beginning, I valued making stop motion over storytelling in the beginning. So what that means is that I didn't really put too much thought into the story or the plot of a video, and I focused more on the animation. Even though my animations back in the day weren't perfect, they probably still aren't now, but back then they were worse. Despite that, I still put more thought into the animation over story. Hence why if you ever go back and look at my older videos, the story doesn't make any sense. Like, you could literally spend like an hour trying to figure out what's going on and it still wouldn't make sense. Like, a lot of characters that are from like pre-existing IPs like SpongeBob, in those videos they act completely out of character than what they would normally do on the actual TV show. And then there are characters that aren't even from SpongeBob, like the fucking Riddler from Batman, who in my SpongeBob series has been the main antagonist for the longest period of time. And yet for some reason he just feels out of place in Bikini Bottom. The same thing goes for like a lot of characters I introduced in those videos. They don't feel in place with characters from SpongeBob. So when it comes to the story, it feels, uncomfortable to sit through. I've gotten comments over the years saying how cringy it is and how bad it is. I don't blame you. I'm not proud of them. Sure, they may have like 100,000 views and 200,000 views. One of my SpongeBob videos has almost 1 million views. And I'm not proud of it. I understand how much it means to a lot of you guys, to a lot of people who were watching my stuff. I know how much they mean to you, but they don't mean shit to me anymore. They really don't. I thought the video was good along with the rest of the videos. You liked Pokemon Story? Okay, that's fine. That's like one of my favorite videos favorite series I've ever worked on in the last 5 years. I'm still proud of Pokemon Story, even if it's not perfect. But back to the topic of like the SpongeBob stuff. Yeah, the story doesn't make sense, and even the animation didn't make sense. But I put more thought into that more than the plot. So anytime I look back at those videos, or if I try to go back and watch them, I can't even sit through like 30 seconds of it. I can't even sit through like 10 or 20 to 30 seconds of it because it's just so bad. So it's not something I'm really proud of, but I understand how much it means to a lot of you guys and how much they shaped your childhood or gave you memories during your childhood. I've gotten comments of people saying like, I was their childhood or some shit. I feel old. You're making me feel old, and I'm only 23. But goddamn, you know, I know how much they mean to you. So, and now, it's so now over the years, as I've gotten older, I start to value, storytelling over animation. As time goes on, my interest in animation slowly fades. It's like slowly disintegrating away, and I'm an idiot for not doing anything about it sooner. Now it's just at the point where it's pretty much almost gone. But Pokemon Story was different. Sure, I did put thought into the animation like before, and for the first time in my channel's history, I've actually went out and tried to find other people to voice act the characters in my videos, which, by the way, I'm still grateful for to this day. I'm still grateful for that. Oh my god. Out of anything in that series, out of any aspect of Pokemon Story, it was the story that I cared about more than anything else. Sure, the plot ain't perfect. Sure, it's not gonna please everyone. There's some, loose ends here and there. Animation, voice acting, story. Yeah, it's not perfect. I'll admit that. None of my shit's perfect. It never will be, no matter how hard I try to perfect it. But it was something that I had fun for a long time, just for the sake of the story. I liked where it was going. I liked the characters and how they were written, the world I managed to set up, along with the other two writers who helped me with the first season of Pokemon Story. I should clarify, I didn't write the entire thing by myself. I've had help, and I'm still grateful to them, even if I haven't seen them in years. I'm still grateful, I'm still grateful. But even with the help, I'm still proud of it. And it's something I still love to do. Even if I don't feel like animating it, I still like it. I still like making Pokemon Story. So, with that in mind, it's now gotten to the point where I feel like retiring from stop motion altogether. After 12 years of having this channel, after exactly 10 years since I uploaded my first 6 videos on the channel. If you see my community posts, you would know my first batch of videos just turned 10 years old in October. Wow, I can't believe I've been uploading content, these dumbass videos, since I was 12. Literally 6 days before my 13th birthday. But I think 10 years of uploading content and 12 years of having a channel is a good enough time to throw the towel in for stop motion. That being said, my passion for making videos completely hasn't died out. Even though I don't feel like making stop motions, I feel like making like other types of videos, and I feel like that's something I should focus on moving forward. In terms of Pokemon Story content, I should let you know, I don't plan on canceling the OVA project. The 2-part OVA thing that I promised, that's not dead. I do intend on finishing part 2. And during September of this year, like 2 months ago, I actually gained a little bit of motivation to keep going, to try to actually get this through and hopefully make this video see the light of day so all of you guys can enjoy it when it comes out. I do plan on finishing it. It's not canceled. If you think it's canceled, no, it's not. It's just taking a long time. And most of that is due to severe burnout. But I've gained a little bit of motivation since September, and I've been slowly working on it. I'm almost done with the basic animation for it. Like, I have all the frames for it, all the photos I need for it. It's done. It's been done for 2 years. But it's only recently while I'm at the point where I'm almost done with it. And then after I'm done with the basic animation aspect of the video, I can throw it into Sony Vegas for post-production, where I can just add in like the effects that you guys normally see, the color correction, the special effects, background music, additional voice lines, all that stuff that I normally do in my videos. I'm almost to that step, and I'm gonna try to get that done. I don't know when it will come out. I know it's not gonna be this year. and I apologize for that. I made like an update video on Pokemon Story, or no, not an update, of a trailer. Yeah, I made a trailer for the 2-part OVA a long time ago, and at the end of the video, I stated that it was gonna come out in either 2021 or this year. Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint that part 2 is not gonna come out this year. Not because I wanted to, it's just because I won't be able to finish it by the end of it. I'm really hoping for like an early or middle 2022 release. We'll see how things go and whether or not my motivation dies out again. Hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, it's just gonna be delayed to sometime next year. I don't know when exactly, but sometime next year. That's my goal. And after Pokemon Story, the OVA is done, I'm going to mostly focus on just making like opinion-based videos. Sure, there's gonna be a little bit like my plan for these videos in the future is gonna be different, and I know it's not gonna please everybody, but it's something I feel like I want to do moving forward. And in terms of like making those videos, I think it's going to be at a point where I'm going to reboot this entire channel. What do I mean by this? By rebooting, I mean all of my animation that you see on the channel, except for Pokemon Story, is going to be unlisted. I should clarify, I'm not going to delete the videos. It will be marked as unlisted. All the videos except for Pokemon Story. If you don't know what unlisted is, for those who don't upload videos or don't know how this works, usually when you upload a video, there are 3 settings that you can set the video to. You can set it to public, unlisted, or private. Public and private is pretty self-explanatory. Set the video to public, set the video to private. That way nobody watches it, and if you set it to public, anyone can see it. They can look it up in the search engine, and that's how they find your video. Unlisted is like a mix between both worlds. In the sense that it's not deleted, nor is it public, but people can still watch the video so long as they have the video link to it, or if that video is unlisted and it's in a playlist that you put the video in. So if they go to that playlist and they click on that video and it's unlisted, they'll still be able to watch it because they have the link to it. And I feel like instead of deleting the videos or privating them completely, I would unlist all the videos and then make a playlist like called Boomer Boy Legacy or some shit. I haven't thought up a name of it, but basically it would be like a playlist of all of my old videos from the last 10 years or 12 years, and they will all be in this one single playlist. They're not going to be categorized in like a SpongeBob Legacy playlist or Pokemon Story Legacy playlist or no. It's all going to be under one playlist, and you'll be able to watch it whenever you want, so long as you have the link to it. So that way, you'll still be able to watch it, even though they won't be publicly available. And I'm doing this because when I make the transition to making new videos that are basically opinion-based videos, it will actually look more clean and more presentable to anyone who's new and stumbles across my channel. And alongside with that, I'm also thinking about changing the channel's name. I'm really thinking about changing the channel's name too. I know it's not gonna really please anyone, but at the same time, Boomer Boy, as a channel or as a name that I've had for all this time, represents a part of me that doesn't exist anymore. To me, Boomer Boy as a name represents my teenage years, my childhood years. It basically represents a part of me where, during a time where I actually liked making stop motion, when I thought of it as nothing more than a hobby, when I thought of it as something I could come home to every day after school. Like if I ever have a bad day at school or something, and I come back home, I can just work on videos under that name and just be happy about it, like before. So it represents a side of me that doesn't exist. A side of me that's been gone for like almost 5 years now. So, and I feel like carrying on that name into the future just wouldn't feel right. It just wouldn't be right. So, with that in mind, I feel like retiring the name Boomer Boy completely and moving forward with a new name. I will not say the name of the new name of the channel yet. You'll see it when it happens. When a change happens, you will know. But in terms of channel updates, I think that's mostly about it, to be fair. So I'll just read the comments real quick before I move on. There's still stuff I want to talk about, but I just want to take a little break to read the comments, even if it's not much. Juggle the Clown, hey, welcome to the stream. I'm just talking about some channel updates, where I've been and shit like that. And anyone who doesn't watch the stream live, don't worry. Until Pokemon Story OVA Part 2 comes out next year, I will keep this stream up publicly so anybody can go back and listen to it. I'll even go out of my way and add timestamps in the description so you guys can like figure out like which part of the video do you want to watch. So instead of just skimming through like this what? How long have we been streaming? It's only been 21 minutes. Okay. I guess I don't need timestamps, but I'll put it in just in case. Let's see. First video from you that I saw was the SpongeBob and Pokemon episode. Oh, that's episode 60. Damn, that's like 5 years. My God, that was 5 years ago. My God, I missed you, bro. I missed you guys too. I miss all of you guys. I really miss you guys. It's been so long. I'm sorry for not uploading for a long time. It's just like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. Severe burnout is a real pain, and it's very serious. People underestimate burnout as like something of me being lazy or something like that, but it's a serious thing. It could really screw anybody up, and I hope to God that none of you experience burnout, because it's like I said, it's not fun. It's really serious, and people underestimate it so much. Yeah, I miss all you guys, but yeah, that's mostly it for the channel updates. So to recap so far, Pokemon Story is not dead. It will come out next year. I will plan on finishing it. Reasons for not uploading, like I said, severe burnout. It's a real thing, and I don't wish it upon my worst enemy. I am rebooting this channel after Pokemon Story OVA. I am unlisting all of my old videos except for Pokemon Story. One, because I'm not canceling it, which I'll get into in a bit. And I'm changing the channel's name because Boomer Boy is a name that no longer represents who I am now. Now, when I said that Pokemon Story isn't canceled, that's the next thing I actually want to talk about. Like I said in the stream, I value storytelling more than animation now. Which is why I done the Pokemon Story series in the first place, and because of my slow increase in interest of writing, I have also been writing a Pokemon Story, I guess you could say, spin-off for the last year. I started working on it in October of last year, and yesterday I just posted a new chapter to it. So, I want to show you guys something that I have been working on in terms of like writing for Pokemon Story or anything related to the series. It is not a continuation of the OVA or Season 1. It is a completely spin-off of its own. But I still wanted to show you guys this because it is something that I actually liked. So give me a second. I think I just do Windows Capture, right? Do I just do Windows Capture? Where is Google? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Let me know if you guys see the screen. I'm just trying to set it up in a bit. Boom. And then I have to lower the fucking... Nope, not that. There we go. There we go. There we go. I also move the box right here so chat will be able to see. Alright. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, this. What the hell is this you are seeing on your screen? This is something that I have been working on for the last year, in between me making Pokemon Story, or in between like my severe burnout. This is Wonders, and if you don't know, it is a half spin-off, half sequel. I say that because half spin-off because this series takes place 700 years after the events of the original series. It's a very long time, and because that's been 7 centuries, and nothing lasts for that long, all the characters that you know in Pokemon Story have basically been gone for a long time, like dead gone. Because like I said, it's been 700 years. Not even a turtle can live for that long, and turtles can live for a long time. So the series takes place 700 years after the events of the original series, and that's also the reason why I also called it a half sequel, because it takes place in the future, like far, far into the future, where instead of technology advancing like most future series do, it's basically devolved. Like, the technology in Wonder is basically devolved backwards. I know it doesn't make sense at first, but like at the same time, you kind of need humanity to keep the technology moving forward. And because of the war that took place in the original series, that's not really the case for it, you know? So instead, it devolved backwards into more of like a medieval kind of era, like a Victorian kind of era, where there's like castles and shit that were created from the ground up, like buildings constructed by Pokemon themselves. You know, since humans no longer exist for 700 years at this point, it would make sense for them to devolve a little bit backwards to like a more Victorian / medieval kind of era. So that's what basically this is. And this series has a lot of aspects that I originally wanted for Pokemon Story, but I couldn't because the format that I went with Pokemon Story is animation or stop motion, and there's only so much I can do with stop motion. Like, unlike 2D drawings or 3D, you could basically import any models or sets into 3D, or in the case of 2D, you can draw literally anything in if you're good, and you can call it a day. Stop motion, on the other hand, is completely different in the sense that you need resources to actually like get something done, or to envision the scene how you originally intended it. Like Lego sets, for example, you know, stuff that I use in the backgrounds for my sets. Those things are fucking expensive. I'm pretty sure anyone who's done Lego or has collected any Lego sets over the years, or recently started collecting Lego sets, will know how expensive those things are. I still love Lego, don't get me wrong. I love Lego, but they are really fucking expensive, especially if you're importing them to a country that's not the United States. They are really expensive. Like, one set on Amazon, like a medium-sized Lego set, could be like, what, $80, $90 in America, which is still expensive, don't get me wrong, but $80, $90 and stuff. And then if I try buying that in Japan, it's gonna be like $120, $130. Like, they are really expensive, like, in general, no matter where you are. So because of the stop motion format, it costs a lot of money to even get those things. And even if you have the sets you need, and if it's something big or something small, it might not be enough for you to actually fill out an entire scene or how to envision it, you know? So sure, Wonders is basically a fan fiction, and all you're gonna get is words, but at the same time, it's more like a double-edged sword. At the same time, it also allows me to envision scenes that I didn't think was possible with stop motion. It also allows me to do stuff that I normally wouldn't do. Aside from that, it allows me to give the new characters in the series, actual names. Something I also wanted to do in Pokemon Story, but I couldn't, because if I had like two of the same Pikachu sets or figures, and one of them is the main character and the other is just a random NPC Pikachu that you would see in the background, you wouldn't be able to tell like which one is the main character and which one is the background character, you know? So with this being in a fanfiction format, it allows me to actually give the characters names, like proper names, like you and I. And it gives them more of a character, you know? More of like a personality, more depth to them, rather than just being referred to as their species name, rather than just being referred to as Pikachu or Piplup or Dragonite, etc. It gives them more depth. Just giving them their own name adds that, and I really do appreciate it. And overall, it just allows me to be a little bit more creative with how I want to tell the story without having to worry about the limitations of stop motion, But also at the same time, I'm also sacrificing the visual aspect of the series. Sure, I value more of the storytelling than animation and stop motion, and I still put thought into those two aspects too. But also, at the same time, it also feels very limiting. Like, there's one scene that I could imagine right now that I think would look really cool, but I know in my absolute prime, as hard as I want to envision it in a visual format, I will never get close to what I originally intended it for, Just wondering if there's somebody outside. I'm like, why is there somebody outside? But, okay. See, that's weird. But anyway, that's basically what Wonders is. It's to not spoil anything and to anyone who's actually interested. It's basically 4 main characters. None of them are human this time around. They're basically adventures in training in this prestigious Guild for Freedom. Yes, Guild for Freedom that we all know and love. It still exists, but in the series, 700 years has passed, so they basically advanced to more of a prestigious guild. Everybody in the world knows them far and wide. There's 3 divisions now, so basically 3 different Guild for Freedoms, 1 in each region. And in the original series, the Guild for Freedom, the original one, takes place in the middle of the island of the planet, the Shinrin region. That's where the original series takes place in. Here, in this series, it takes place on a different region. Still has a Guild for Freedom division, but it just takes place on a different region. I wanted to have it take place more of I want to say more of a continent where it's basically mostly desert, but it still has grassy plains and stuff like that. It's a much bigger continent than the original series took place in, and it still exists, but I just feel like having it take place in a bigger region, somewhere on the other side of the planet, would be a little bit more interesting to shake things up. So that's basically how much I can tell about the series without spoiling anything. And I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, I just updated the series with Chapter 7. So that is available for you guys to watch if anyone is interested. I'll also leave a link to... Hold on. I'll also leave a link to the book in the chat as... Oh, sign in the chat. What the hell? I thought I signed into OBS. The hell? Okay, well, there. I'll post the link to the Wattpad story in the description of the video after it goes live, as well as in the chat for anyone who's interested. But also, another aspect of this series that I'm really excited for is that not only am I writing this in English, but, and hopefully I don't get, there we go, I'm also went out of my way to translate Wanderers into Japanese. Granted, it ain't perfect Japanese, but it's still Japanese. I'm using the DeepL translator software to basically translate this whole thing into Japanese. And just like Google Chrome, it ain't perfect. There are going to be some hiccups. But the thing that I like about DeepL more than Google Translate itself is because that it's slightly more accurate to Google Chrome. Honestly, if I ever want to talk to somebody, like a Japanese person, to translate something from English, I would use DeepL over Google Translate because it's slightly more accurate. It ain't perfect, but it allows me to visualize the story a little bit better than I would normally do if I were to use it with Google Translate. And even after I translate the basic aspect of it, like a dialogue or like a certain scene into Japanese, I still go out of my way to try and tweak it a little bit, basically edit the things a little bit with a little bit of knowledge of Japanese that I do have, and then just try to fix as much errors as I could find. And then once I see a certain dialogue or a certain cutscene being translated the way I envisioned it, I can then post it into the Google documents where I would normally write the series in. So yeah, that's basically it for the Wanderer stuff. That's basically what I've been working on for the last year and a half, No, I think it's been a year. Yeah, I think it's been a year. It's been a year. So that's what I've been working on. And if anyone is interested in writing or interested in seeing this, you can, go to the English version on Wattpad. I would link the Japanese version, but at the same time, none of you don't speak Japanese. Or you do, and I'm just not aware of it. But since most of you guys here speak English, so I'll just post the English version for now. And you guys can check it out whenever you want. That's basically what I've been doing with the writing stuff. And because of this experience that I have gained from writing Wanderers, that's also where I'm going to take Pokemon Story moving forward. After the OVA will be the last proper animation or stop motion that I will ever do. After that is done, I'm moving the Pokemon Story series into a web novel format like this. I'm moving it to this format moving forward. So if anyone wondering when season 2 is coming, it will come eventually, and I already have like a few rough ideas on how I want it to play out. But in terms of how I'm gonna make it, it's just gonna be fan fiction. It's gonna be in a fan fiction format moving forward. Not only will that allow me to pump out new chapters way more quickly, as opposed to me making an animation that's going to take another year, I can just pump it out like this, and I can envision it the way I want it to without feeling any limitations or restrictions. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. And another thing that I want to talk about is that I am going to make a new Discord server. This is like a side thing. It's not a main priority, but it is a side thing that I plan on doing. I do plan on making a new public Discord server, mainly because the one that I currently have right now has been very, very inactive, and I am very disappointed. But jokes aside though, yeah, it's been inactive for a long time, so I am in the process of making a new Discord server. I don't know when that will happen or when it will ever be finished, but it is something that I am thinking about. So if you ever want any updates on how that's moving along, there are 2 ways you can find out. For all the stuff I mentioned so far, there are 2 ways you can find out about this. You can go to my community tab on my channel. I will usually post updates on like stuff like that, now that I've basically revealed everything to you guys. You can check my community tab on my channel for any updates like that, or you can join my current public Discord server that's still up right now. That's also a link in the description, and on there I'll also post like updates on shit like that, and basically when like the new Discord server will be finished and when it will go up, and when you guys can actually join that one. And then after I make the new public Discord server, I'm gonna delete the current one because I'm not planning on keeping it or archiving it anytime soon. So if there's something on there that you don't want it to be lost media, essentially, now would be a good time for you to archive those messages. Whether it's you take a screenshot of it or you save it somehow, now would be a good time to do that, because I don't plan on keeping it after the new server goes up. So just putting that out there right now. And with that out of the way, and I guess I could just full screen my... There we go. I can full screen this now. So with that out of the way, I think that is basically everything. Basically everything I want to talk about. Did I mention... I feel like I mentioned the new videos or the opinion-based videos that I want to move forward with. I think I'm also going to make an update video after Pokemon Story, basically retelling everything that I've just mentioned in the stream, but more compressed, or I'll just leave this up for the time being as a public video. But the opinion-based videos that I'm going to be doing after I retire from stop motion, there's still going to be a little bit of stop motion in those, like more of like 30 seconds like of skits in between. What I mean by this is like I could be making like an opinion-based video on, like, let's say SpongeBob, for example, right? And in the video, it could be, most of the video is just gonna be me, like, giving my opinions, having like a little bit more editing. It's not just gonna be raw footage in the background, even though I am gonna put that in. But it's not just gonna be that. I'm gonna try to put in like a lot more like effort into it, like text, some funny gags here and there. Maybe you guys will like it. Maybe you don't. Really depends. And then in between those, I'll add like a little stop motion animation skit that's related to the topic I'm talking about, or stuff like that. Like basically like me talking right now. Instead of just me having like a face cam, it'll just be like, I don't know, a Lego version of me behind like a table with like items on it or shit like that for like decoration purposes, and then I'll just be flailing my arms and just talking to you guys in that way. I feel like that would be a little bit more appealing than as opposed to just me sitting here with my webcam and my microphone and my shitty looking blanket in the background with a Pokemon Sword and Shield poster. I think doing that but like in an animated format would be a little bit more pleasable for those who've been stuck with me for this long, and basically just to add more flair to the video. I feel like that would make a little bit more sense to do. So, when I make the update video, you'll understand more of like what I mean by this. It might not make sense right now, but when I post the update video, it's gonna be basically like a little sample or a test of the type of videos I'm gonna be doing moving forward, and hopefully you guys look forward to that. But on top of that, I'm also in the process of switching editing programs. For the longest time, I think since 2013, with Lego SpongeBob episode 58? Yeah, Happy Gum Part 2. If anyone remembers that clusterfuck of a video. Ever since that video in 2013, I have been using the Sony Vegas Pro line of video editing software. And it has helped me out tremendously. It has helped me out so much over the years, and I will always be grateful for it. But after I finish the Pokemon Story OVA Part 2, any videos I make moving forward, I'm going to be switching to Adobe Premiere. I just feel like that's the next logical step in making much better videos for you guys. I'm still in the process of learning the infrastructure of that program and like the UI and stuff. It looks a lot more complicated than Sony Vegas, but I am in the process of learning Adobe Premiere Pro. It's a slow process so far, but hopefully with that new software, along with After Effects, because I plan on doing that too, I'll be able to make better videos for you guys and have it be more pleasing and stuff like that. Rafbot, hey, welcome to the stream. I'm basically almost done with everything I want to talk about, and anyone who's tuning into the stream now, just know that I am planning on ending it. I'm planning on ending the stream soon. Holy God, I cannot speak. I plan on ending this soon, the stream. But don't worry. I will leave this video up for anyone who wants to go back and watch it. I'll even go as far as leave timestamps in the description for anyone who wants to skim through which parts that you want to see me talk about. So, if you just tune in, don't worry. You will be able to watch what I just said after this ends. So don't worry. But to recap, anyone who is tuning in, because I'm pretty much done with everything I need to talk about, I am going to retire from stop motion, full stop motion, more specifically, completely. I am changing the channel name because Boomer Boy doesn't represent who I am now, and it represents an era of myself that has died out years ago. All of my videos except for Pokemon Story will be unlisted, and I will be putting them in a playlist for anyone who wants to go back and watch them. So they're not being privated, they're not being deleted. You will still be able to watch them, but through a playlist that you'll only be able to find it there. And the new style of videos that I'm going to be working on in the future are going to be different, but it's one that I feel like I want to have fun with making them, and something that I think will benefit my channel in a new direction, because that's like the biggest problem with this channel. It needs change, drastic changes, and I'm finally going to go through with it after all this time. And also, Pokemon Story OVA Part 2 is not canceled. It will be done sometime next year. After that, I'm moving it to a fan fiction format, web novel format, however you want to call it. And also, over the last year, I've been working on the Wanderers spin-off sequel series that you can find on my Wattpad in English, for anyone who wants to go there and give it a read and let me know what your thoughts on it. So that's the recap. My throat's kind of burning a little bit, but that's fine. So that's basically everything I want to talk about in this stream. And before I sign off, I kind of want to say something, like something a little bit deep as cringeworthy as that is, but it's something I do need to address. And I want everybody watching this video to, hear me out. All right, it's gonna be a talk, you and me. I'll be like the fucking camp counselor sitting around a campfire, telling the little campers some deep philosophical thoughts. But okay, in seriousness, I mentioned this in the beginning, but stop motion is something I don't really have fun with anymore. As time goes on and as I grow older, it's something I slowly lose the passion for day by day. But the reason I kept going for it up until this point is because of you guys. You guys have basically been a blessing in disguise, and I will forever be grateful for that. I don't know why God gave me this gift, but goddamn, is it a really good one? Anytime I upload a video, you guys have shown tremendous amount of support, regardless of what it was. And even though this new direction I'm going to go with moving forward is something that none of you or most of you will not ask for, I'm fine with it. I have already come to terms and accept the fact that once I make this decision, my channel will basically never be the same again. I have come and accept the fact that my channel will most likely not grow anymore. It's going to be stuck at maybe 5,000 subscribers, and it might lose subscribers over time. I have come to accept that. I've also come to accept that the videos that I will post, the new videos that I will post, will most likely not reach 100 views. It will most likely get at the very least 50 views, maybe 5 likes. Basically, it's a pretty much a sign that, not a lot of you guys like it, but at the same time, I don't care. I genuinely don't care, because I've been wanting to make a change for so long, but I have always been scared and paranoid of how you guys would think. Anytime, like, this is one of the biggest reasons why I stopped making Lego SpongeBob videos. Because it got to the point where I just didn't care for SpongeBob, the show. I've grown out of it. I don't like it anymore. It's not something that really pleases me anymore. But by that point, I built an audience where they only cared about Lego SpongeBob. So if I tried uploading anything else, the views, the likes, and all that stuff is going to be a lot worse than if I would upload a Lego SpongeBob video. And it shows. It really shows if you go back and look at it. And it kind of demotivated me to actually try and branch out, try to add more variety to the channel. And to be fair, it is my fault for not adding variety at the very beginning. Like, up until like 2013, 2014, I've been mostly the guy who just uploaded nothing but Lego SpongeBob. It's just every day or any day of the week, it would just be a Lego SpongeBob episode. Nothing in between. No variety, no nothing. And yeah, it's my fault for not adding that, but also, when I tried to make the change, back then, a lot of people didn't like it. And, ever since then, I've been scared to actually try something different, try something new, something that I would enjoy, but also you guys would enjoy too. And it's just been something I've been holding off for all this time. And even as I'm making this live stream, as I'm telling everybody about these plans that I have moving forward, it's kind of scared, like, how the reception will be, But also, at the same time, I need to change. There needs to be a change on this channel. Not just with the stuff that I'm going to make moving forward, but also the consistency of it, too. I haven't uploaded anything in a year, and you guys can literally check for yourselves. And I want to change that. I want to be able to post content again. Sure, I might not be able to post videos like once a week. That would be nice. It would be able to keep the channel afloat, but I know that's not possible. But at the very least, try to upload at least one video like once, twice a month. Yeah, you're going to have to wait a little bit, but at least you don't have to wait an entire year for something. But then again, it's like, it's just something that I want to do. It's a change that I wanted to make for so long. And I understand that a lot of you guys watching this probably don't care on what what videos I post, and you just want to see the stop motion stuff, the stuff that you guys originally came for. I know that, and a lot of you are probably going to dislike the video or going to unsubscribe. That's fine. I understand how you feel. But before you leave for the last time and most likely never return, I just want to say thank you for supporting me and my videos after all this time up until this point. I just want to say thank you. I'm very sorry that I didn't live up to your expectations. I'm sorry that I have been inactive for a year. I'm sorry that my severe burnout has led to my channel slowly losing subscribers and people slowly being disappointed in me for not uploading. I apologize. I will take full fucking responsibility for that, and I'm not asking for anybody's sympathy, nor am I asking for anybody's forgiveness. I'm just letting you know I am sorry for being a terrible YouTuber and having a title that I don't think I truly deserve. You know? I never truly deserved the title of being a YouTuber. Because a YouTuber, the way I see it, is somebody who not only posts videos for fun, but is consistently able to do it. Regardless of the quality of the video, if they're able to upload as often as they're able to, I consider that as a YouTuber. But with me, I haven't uploaded anything in a year. And I don't think I deserve the title of that. But if you still think I do, thanks. But I genuinely don't believe it. But to those who are willing to stick around with me after all of this, after all this time, and are continuing to stick with me moving forward, all I have to say is thank you. I'm sorry for leaving you guys in the dust. I'm sorry for leaving everybody in the dust for so long. I'm sorry for not uploading that often. And hopefully with this new change, I'll try to upload more stuff moving forward. And hopefully I'll be able to make videos that are not just, satisfying you guys, but also it satisfies me. I feel like I should be able to post something that I will like as well. Something that I can actually look back on years down the line and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm proud of that shit. It may have some errors, but I'm proud of it. But with the videos I currently have on my channel and the videos I've made over the last 12 years, I can't do that. I can't go back to my old videos and be proud of something like that. It's just bad. But I also understand how much those videos meant to all of you guys. The views speak for itself. It literally entertained a bunch of people that have come to my channel and stayed for a while and maybe left because of my inactivity. And I just don't want to leave you guys in the dust for too long. I don't want this channel to be inactive anymore. I want to be able to post videos, but the stop motion stuff is just not fun anymore. And in order for me to actually make videos that will keep me motivated to keep posting more, there needs to be a change. It is a long time in the coming, but there has to be change on this channel. And I am finally going through with it. And overall, I just want this channel, I just want to look at my channel as a hobby again. Like I used to when I first started. Like during the early years, I used to see it as a hobby. But now up until this point, since 2015, 2016, something like that, I have seen it as nothing more than a chore. Something that I have to force my ass up every fucking morning to get up, make a video, just so my fans wouldn't be upset at me for not posting anything. I don't want to see it as a chore. I want to see it as a hobby. I wanted to see it as something that I can look forward to every day when I wake up in the morning. I just want it to be fun again. I just want it to be fun. That's all I want. And whether or not this channel will grow or stagnate or slowly decline in subscribers and views and disappear in people's eyes or perspective, That's fine. I am totally fine slowly fading away from obscurity. Just as long as I'm able to post videos again and do stuff that will make me happy but also make you guys happy, that's all I ask for. And with the people who are still sticking with me after all this time, who are willing to support me in my future endeavors, that's enough support for me anyways. That's more than I can ask for. And I am forever grateful for the people who are loyal and are willing to stick around. I am forever grateful for that. And I'm so like again, I am sorry for leaving you guys inactive or being inactive for so long. And hopefully with this new change, I could make it up to you guys by just posting videos again. And that's pretty much all I have to say. That's pretty much all I have to say. You know, after all this time, I finally feel a lot better. Like all this stuff that's been boiling up inside me, finally spilling it all out and just expressing my thoughts and feelings, even if everything was completely out of the place and messy and unorganized. I'm finally happy that I just let all of that out. I feel a little better. It's bittersweet, but I do feel a little better after all of this. Can I just say something? You're handling this way better than most YouTubers I see. Wow, really? Damn, thanks. I didn't think I was handling it. You know, like I said, everything was unorganized. I was basically stuttering with my own words this whole time. But if you think I've handled it better than anyone else, then okay, thanks. Thank you, I guess. So, yeah. That's it for the stream. That's it for the update. Like I said before, I will leave this public until I make a proper update video that's more organized and, like I said, just way more organized. Do you know how many would delete all the other videos and blame the fans for it? That's a lot. Yeah, I guess I didn't know people would delete their videos and then blame the fans for it. I don't think I've ever seen that before, actually. To be fair, like throughout my whole career on YouTube, I don't think I've actually seen somebody delete their videos and then blame their fans for it. Maybe it's because like their interest has died out, like mine. But at least, unlike them, I'm willing to keep the videos, actually. They're not going to be public anymore, but they're not going to be deleted either. They're going to be unlisted if you're just tuning in about this. And like I said earlier, I will leave this video public. So if you missed something and you want to watch most of the stream to know what I've talked about, there will be timestamps in the description. It'll take a while for me to update it, but it will be there. It will be there for anyone who wants to see. So, yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to take a break. If I keep talking, I feel like I'm going to develop a hiccup for the day, and I don't want that. And I'm just going to go and work on Pokemon Story. You know, finally have that, with the thoughts out of my chest and the motivation that I gained in September, I feel like working on Pokemon Story again. So, I'm going to go do that basically right now. So, thank you everybody for watching the stream. I don't know why my eye's itchy. But thank you all so much for watching the stream. Thank you for everyone who basically came onto the stream and typed anything in the chat, basically saying, you know, that you've been here for a while or you understand how I feel, because I do read these comments. So, thank you all so much for watching. And to those who are willing to stick with me, once I make the change, I will be posting videos again. Hopefully you guys don't have to wait for too long, but I also hope that the new direction will be able to satisfy all of you guys for this long wait. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm done rambling for now. So, thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you guys when Pokemon Story Part 2 comes out next year. I'll also try my best to like update you guys on the process on my community tabs on my channel or on my public Discord server. So if you want to keep up with any updates on that whenever I post them, feel free to join my public Discord server, link in the description, or just check back on my community tab whenever you get like a notification or something. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys next year.